Down in Fort Worth, a lot of defensive coaches are planning trips to the eye doctor. Seems like every time South Hills is on the schedule, they're seeing double. This week's North Texas Honda Dealers Inside Story shows that because of two outstanding athletes, the Scorpions are twinning. When a Trayson Wallace pass goes in the air, it will more than likely land in the hands of a familiar face, his twin brother Tylen. The Wallace twins have been wreaking havoc on Fort Worth ISD for 4 years now. And since athletes like these aren't seen much around South Hills, coaches took notice in the 6th grade.
Ever since middle school, the coaches have been coming up there and they've been wanting us to get up. They're trying to get us up here, and they just thought we could do something special here. And yeah, me and my brother, we thought we could just come up here and try to make something out of it.
When we saw them in middle school PE class and they were in our attendance zone, we said we got to do whatever we can to make sure those kids are pipelined to South Hills, because you could tell early on that they're very special athletes.
Special athletes for sure. Trayson is one of the Metroplex's most dangerous dual threats. He has 4.4 speed and during his breakout sophomore season accounted for 52 touchdowns for the Scorpions. Heading into last year with Trayson at the helm, South Hills was looking for unprecedented success when disaster struck. Trayson tore his ACL in a scrimmage and was lost for the season.
Pretty bad, I was ready for the season, just that one play changed everything. It just, but you just can't look down so much. You got to look up at it. We had a good season, but I feel like it just wasn't the same without him being there.
Each one of them feels that maybe the year last year might have been stolen away from them a little bit. So you can tell that each one of them is hungry in their work.
Meanwhile, despite his brother being sidelined, Tylen flourished at the wide receiver position. 59 catches for 1,500 yards and 20 touchdowns for Tylen, with converted receiver Trey Jones behind center. Jones actually set the school record for passing yards with 2,497 yards. But with Trey going back to the slot position, Trayson is looking to team up with his twin to regain that top spot.
That's been a thing over the summer. When those two guys were working out, Trey made it known he holds the record. So Trayson says, well, I'm going to get it back.
Coming back, making a big statement, he had a great season, but, still come back and do what I need to do. Sometimes, we kind of had a connection, so, on the routes and stuff, he'd know exactly where to put the ball and stuff like that. And, not anything against the backup quarterback, but it's not the same connection.
It's just that bond that twins have, I guess, where they can finish each other's sentences. They know each other like the back of their hand, and they're made from the same DNA. So yeah, that communication is unspoken. Trayson knows where Ty's going to be.
Unfortunately, we just learned last night that Trayson Wallace has torn his ACL again. He will miss the rest of his senior season. Can't tell you how upsetting it is for us to hear that. He's a great kid and was looking forward to a long playoff run, too. On a lighter note, both brothers committed to play at Oklahoma State, so we will see them on the field together again.